Oh, all right, let's do it. Welcome in, party peeps. Happy Friday. Happy devlog. I know it's suddenly abrupt because we have no intro video this time around, but welcome in. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Chris, also known as Canadian Thor here on Twitch. Today I'm joined by Dom.
Hello, I'm Dom, QA and some game design.
Yeah, and we get together every second Friday of the month to talk about what's going on with Goose Goose Duck, what you can look forward to in the near future. Because the team is always busy working on something, so we want to keep you guys informed. So this month we do have this amazing Twitch drop that's available if you tune into the devlog live. If you haven't already connected your Twitch account to your Gaggle account, be sure to look at the About section of the Twitch drops and make sure you link up your accounts. Therefore, by watching the devlog live, you can actually earn this in-game. If you have any questions throughout the devlog, we'll do our best to answer as many as we possibly can. Do !Q followed by your question. And it will submit it to our little repository of questions that we'll answer during the Q&A session. The other thing is we are doing a giveaway at near the end, so be sure to hit !Enter to get your one ticket. That way, everyone gets one ticket. It's completely fair for everybody. So you do have to be present at the time of the drawing to be eligible to win the prize. All right. So, devlog every second Friday of the month.
Every second Friday.
Second Friday of the month. We definitely don't skip any. We definitely don't take breaks. We definitely did not cancel July.
Nope, definitely did not do that.
So I appreciate everyone who missed us during the July month. So why did we cancel the devlog in July? So with the devlogs, what we want to do is we want to keep you as close to up to date as possible. So when it comes to devlogs, we want to make sure that we don't talk about plans that are too far in the future. Otherwise, we end up with situations such as when are the eyes and hair being separated. So we decided that, you know what, we have a couple things to catch up on, such as Tastes Like Chicken. We were in the final stages during the July devlog. We were just focused on getting it completed. We were making some of the last minute tweaks so that we were able to release it last month for you guys. We also wanted to make sure that we started showing that we actually were starting to update the UI. So we had the UI update part 1. So making the process of creating lobbies a little bit smoother, making it a little bit cleaner, and bring this whole new look. My personal favorite part is the announcement section on that main page, being able to show you guys the banner, so that way you don't miss any news.
Woo. It's one of my favorite features that we've added recently. Just having a nice way to communicate information to players in game, I think, is just huge for us.
Yeah. So finally getting around to some of the tidying up and making everything nice and presentable. We also ran our 2 events. So we did our limited time token events. So we did these 2 amazing sets, one for the summer months, as well as Ocean Danger Week. And personally, I love these summer cosmetics. They made me feel nice and cool over the summer, and I love seeing people run around with them. So that's why there was no devlog last month. We wanted to make sure that we weren't getting too far ahead of ourselves because we were still waiting upon Eagleton Springs. So we announced that Eagleton Springs is the next map. We showed off the quick little tidbits of information. You were able to see a little bit of what was happening, and the one thing I was happy that we were able to get you guys was the full-on trailer. So let's just do a little recap. We'll watch that real quick. So the team did an amazing job on that cinematic. I think it shows off the kind of atmosphere that Eagleton Springs is going to bring us in the very near future. And I'm super excited about this team. I can't I can't wait just to hop on into it. Just to start talking about all the stuff. So what's in the works? So lots of stuff in the works. Obviously, we have Eagleton Springs. So last time during the last devlog, we showed off this little floor map, so you were able to see kind of like the layout, get the general feel of the size of the map, and all the different kind of rooms available. So this month, let's
dive in a little bit.
Guess we'll dive in a little bit. So we'll show off a little bit of what to expect. So it does take place in a small town, small rural town where there is a little bit of mystery going on. We kind of already it's aliens. There's something out of this world happening in this town. So throughout the environments, we have everything a small town needs. We have your schoolhouse, we have your sheriff's department, we have your city grid, your playgrounds, your arcades, your bunch of cool stuff. The team has been going all out, trying to fit this theme very well. Mm-hmm. And as much as I want to just go through and pull the little nitpicky like references here and there, we'll wait until next month. Maybe we'll do a little tour because we want you guys to be able to see for yourselves.
Yep, there's a lot. There's a lot of very like intricate ones. There's some very in your face ones. Some really interesting secrets here.
Yeah. So when it came with the new UI update, a lot of you guys noticed that we did add Eagleton Springs to the coming soon. We also left a little descriptions of what the map is about. So Eagleton Springs, rural town attacked by alien invaders. A lot of you guys had questions. What are the sewers? What are the arcade minigames? What is the deadly traffic? And that's kind of what we're going to be explaining a little bit today.
Yeah. So we have a sewer system here in Eagleton, which you can see. It is a full scale size sewer system that is directly under the map 1-to-1. So if you're walking across the sewers, somebody could be walking above you at the same speed, and when you pop out, they will still be there. It is massive. So the sewers are a very dangerous place. This is where the ducks really excel, so geese don't really want to be down here too long. But it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, very different from the sewer system in Goose Chapel. It's it's a whole new way of navigating. Ooh.
Yep.
All right, then the arcade minigames. Probably my favorite part of this whole map is we are bringing some of the classics like Mad Quacks. We're bringing back air hockey. We're bringing back
Invasion of the Mutant Ducks.
Pelican Pond.
Rotten Egg Jump.
And a bunch of other cool little
Duck and Punch.
Oh, true. So we are bringing, all these tasks will have, or I think most of these tasks are probably brand new in some sense, or a facelift on old favorites. But again, this matches the aesthetic very perfectly with Eagleton Springs.
Yep. The game that you see the goose in the trailer playing, you will be able to play that here.
Okay, he's playing the Invasion, right?
Yes. Sweet. Invasion of the Mutant Ducks. Yep. Here's Rotten Egg Jump.
All right. Then last but not least, the deadly traffic. What is deadly traffic? Just like in real life, you have to make sure you're looking both ways before crossing the road, because the roads are very dangerous places. You gotta make sure you're looking both ways, or else you just end up splattered across the map. Let's watch this one more time. No warning, no honking. Bus go vroom.
What's that in the bottom corner?
I don't know. What is that little the little guy in the bottom left hand corner. I think it kind of looks like
I think I've seen that somewhere.
kind of looks like a new role, perhaps. Perhaps it looks like a new role called the drone.
The drone. So the drone is a goose. Goose. The drone is a duck that can transform into this alien-like form to hide their identity and walk around and kill freely. They can stay in there as long as they like. It's a toggle ability. So when you see the drone, you're not going to have any identification markers. You will not be able to see any pets, any farts, their name, no cosmetics, anything. But if you catch them as they transform, you can see them.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to hope it would loop one more time, but I guess we'll keep going. So new map, new role, new tasks. The other new thing that comes with this theme are going to be new Death Stingers.
We were saying typically you would get you would unlock Death Stingers through the lounge and the claw machines, but this time we're going to be handling things a little bit differently. So you'd like to explain that again, Chris?
We're going to leave them unlocked. We're going to let everybody experience the Death Stingers to their own potential. So you'll be able to have access to all the Death Stingers. And again, these are the 4 that we're showing off. There's still one that you will be able to experience as soon as Eagleton Springs comes out.
Yep.
I'm now paranoid that the rest of some other video files have sounds in them. Whoops.
Mm-hmm. They all do. Every single one.
We're getting ready for the TikToks. We're getting ready for the other socials. So here's where we post a shameless plug. Be sure to follow the other socials that are in the top left corner there. All right. All right, so new task, new Death Stingers, new all that good stuff. So we also need some sabotages. We need some sabotage zones in that. So we need a way for the ducks to be able to cause a little bit of chaos, get the geese to spread out a little bit, coordinate some awesome plays. So what do we got?
So the way the way the sabotages are going to work on Eagleton is each building is going to have a certain sabotage set to that building, and it's going to be slightly randomized. You're not going to have all of them in this like every time you play. So like the school bus is a sabotage that is like in the school. However, you may not get the school sabotage every map. So not all of these will be available every single game, but they will randomize. So one of them, we have the doors. This will be, I believe, in the sheriff station. The sabotage will intermittently close random doors to various buildings. So now when you call this sabotage, the geese then have to congregate down into the sewers where it's more dangerous to disable or deactivate the sabotage. If no one goes and deactivates the sabotage, the ducks will then have their cooldown up and they can call another one after a certain amount of time. So you can have these stack over the top of each other. So we have at the power station, the sabotage will intermittently turn the lights for indoor buildings on and off. In the arcade, there is the arcade and the diner, I believe, are the just a toilet. There's no additional effects to doing that one. The school is the school bus. We have a telephone station that will disable the telephones. We will touch on that in a little bit. And then we have a laboratory, however you pronounce it. And that will disable the Rejuvenation Pod, which we will also touch on in a moment.
Yeah. So let's touch on those new subjects that you're talking about. So you're talking about a phone system that they'll be able to sabotage. So across the map, there are various phones located throughout all the buildings. So if somebody picks up a phone, then someone else picks up a phone as well. You're able to communicate. So I may be in school, Dom might be in the arcade. We'll have a full-on conversation. But you also be careful because anyone else could be listening on the line.
Yep.
The other new term that you used was the Rejuvenation Pod.
Yes. So the Rejuvenation Pod you'll be able to take off certain effects caused by mainly ducks. So say you have the Esper duck, right? And the Esper is in your head telling you you're about to die. You just happen to be near the Rejuvenator. If you stand over at the Rejuvenator pod and one of your geese buddies flips the switch, it will not only remove the Esper from killing you, it will actually kill the Esper. There will be additional effects that go on with this for future roles, but not quite ready to talk about those yet.
Perfect. Then I've already seen some questions are what kind of game modes are going to be available on Eagleton Springs. So upon release, we're going to be bringing all the game modes, excluding corruption as of now. So we'll have classic draft, goose hunt, tastes like chicken. I probably taste
Dine
like
and Dash.
but trick or treat. I keep getting TLC and TOT. They trip me up. There's so many acronyms.
So, trick or treat. This is the first map we've had trick or treat on since Basement. First new map. So it's been a little while. So it's kind of exciting that we have trick or treat over there. So we thought we would do something a little special for trick or treat over on Eagleton. So we've replaced or reskinned, I should say, the mummy to be the drone in trick or treat. All the functionality is still the same. You still have the thralls that grab on and drag the bodies and stuff, but we've just reskinned it to be the drone just because it kind of fits the theme, I think, a little bit better. So
exactly as Duckside said in chat, TOT no longer limited to the Ductorian area.
Correct. Yep. This is our first trick or treat game mode outside of the Ductorian area.
Perfect. With all this new content coming to Eagleton Springs, we're going to need a lot of new achievements. So for those of you who thought, hey, I unlocked all the achievements, you have some more work to do.
Not only do you have some more work to do, we're making it a little more difficult on you. We're trying something new here. We want to see the community pull together and figure some of these things out for yourselves. A lot of these are hidden. You will see that the achievement exists. You'll see the name of the achievement. You'll see the picture, but the description will be hidden until it's unlocked. So you might start seeing you're getting progress towards something. You might want to try to figure that out, work with the community, start talking, figure it out. It's going to be fun. There is also what I consider a super secret, and there is an achievement for it. So good luck.
Super secrets.
The only thing I will say about it is it opens up a hidden room on Eagleton.
Good luck. Good luck. With new maps, new big releases, we're going to be bringing in the next claw machine event, which is going to be celebrating Eagleton Springs. So you'll be able to log in daily, earn those 100 limited time tokens, or purchase the token packs if you so desire. And we're going to be bringing out the whole potential of the theme. We're going to be bringing in various aspects, make it a dance party, get your groove on, all that cool stuff.
Yep. I'm really excited for these. These are a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I will also point out a couple of the achievements that we have will once again be linked to unlocking additional themed cosmetics as well.
True. Yep. Yeah, Ife and Ben and Taylor have been just doing an amazing job with these cosmetics. So huge shout out to them, and I'm looking forward to seeing. I want to see people dancing around this disco ball guy.
Yeah.
All right, and then with another map we release, what we usually do is we also release cosmetic packs available on the shops. So we are going to be bringing in our standard 3. We're going to be bringing in the Eagleton Springs bundle, as well as the Mad Scientist pack and the Medit pack, which also brings us to today's giveaway. So if you haven't already, exclamation point enter to submit for your ticket to win. We're going to be giving away a couple of these Mad Scientist and Mad Medic packs. So not only do you get the cosmetic themselves, but you also get them as early access, because these will not be released until Eagleton Springs is available to the public. All right. Then something new that we also announced during the last devlog that we haven't really done in its full potential is we did announce that we were going to run a art contest inside of our Discord. So with one of the new tasks, we're going to be introducing a way to draw within the game. So as soon as Eagleton Springs is released, we're going to be opening this up. So you'll be able to show us your best drawing of whatever you so desire on these crayons, and we can hang them around the classroom. And obviously we want them to be as beautiful and expressive as possible.
Yep.
Look at this little, what are they drawing? Little goose?
So you guys will be able to draw on the task, submit a screenshot. We'll have more information in our Discord when we are ready. So make sure you guys are in there, and love to see what you guys are going to draw.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Whoops. I go up a folder. This devlog, so they got to switch over to my Steam Deck. So that's Eagleton Springs. That's what we're going to show you. When the great old question of when is Eagleton Springs going to come out? As soon as it's ready. As soon, like, we're very close. As soon as the last few bugs are out of the way, as soon as we get them approved by all the shops, we hit that deploy button and it's in your hands as soon as humanly possible. Which leads us to what happens after Eagleton Springs. What are we working on? We're working on a whole UI update part 2. So we're revamping the look of it. We're catching the collections up to the map or the lobby generation. We're going to be making this a little bit more accessible also to multiple devices. So this will be a little bit easier to use on mobile, as well as more, I think it's just more visually appealing.
Yep. What is that? What's that symbol next to the hat? I don't think I've seen that before.
I think it might be like an eye or something. It might be. Maybe we should take a bigger look at this. I copied pasted the wrong title. So we're eye separation. We announced this a while ago. It was one of those things where it's like we didn't forget about it. A lot of stuff has come up since we announced it, and that's kind of the nature of how we do things. We like to go. So we'll be separating the eyes, and you may have questions of why did it take so long? Why isn't it done yet? So the reason why is because we could have simply just added a simple eye icon, just threw in a new category into the UI, but it wouldn't have looked good. So we want to make sure that when we redesign the UI, it looks visually appealing. Also, we want to make sure that we had a way or a system that, let's say you already own the lead eyes, you already own the Bloodhaven eye set, you already own Cleopatra and the Demon Slayer. We want to make sure that you're not locked with your eyes attached to your head. So we also made it so that if you already own these, you will have them both unlocked on your account.
Yep.
They will be separate. So it will be a little bit of a transition process, but we're getting there. And with this, also, we have been working on a lot of cool new eye cosmetics that will be available in the collections as soon as it's deployed. I think a lot of people were looking forward to that one. Another thing, so obviously by the title, obviously I let the cat out of the bag because slight oversight. Outfit presets. I don't know about you, Dom, but I have the common problem of liking to change my outfit constantly.
Yes.
However, sometimes it can be a little much trying to scroll through the huge collection list, trying to find that perfect top that matches my hair, that matches my soon-to-be beautiful eyes. And sometimes
accessory.
Yeah, and sometimes I just settle and I just hit the first thing that I see.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted a way that we could easily save some of these presets. That way, if you want to switch between your 3 usual outfits, boom, 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 not a problem.
See, for me, like, presets are great and all, but it's impossible for me to, like, actually go through my cosmetics. Like, I've been playing this game since almost near the beginning. I have way too many cosmetics on my account. It's impossible to find anything.
How about we change that? What would if we created a new way for you to like be able to search, maybe filter, be able to check out search things based on like maybe color, category, the event it was part of.
I mean, that would be nice.
So let's do that. So as soon as we do this UI update, so not only will you be able to create presets, you'll be able to easily search through your cosmetics. Get some other changes in mind. Okay, so UI update part 2.
Yeah.
Something we haven't touched in a while. I wonder if people are tired of us doing this bit yet.
What bit?
I don't know.
I don't know what bit you're talking about.
You know what? It's been a while.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the tail end of the devlog. So let's just cover the quick Q&A questions that usually people ask by entering !Q followed by the question.
Right.
When are we adding more colors? 20 is still too many.
Yeah.
When are lovers? When's Pelican being added to new maps? Like when are we gonna get Pelican on all the maps?
That we get that one a lot.
All right. So we're gonna be announcing some classic draft updates. We have heard you guys. Don't you worry. And I think it's time. I think it's now that we talk about the Pelican.
Yep.
We're going to be adding the Pelican to all maps.
Every map.
Every map. So every scenario is being tested. So the reason why they weren't already on every map is because various testing situations, such as what happens when the Pelican gets splattered by the shuttle in Nexus Colony? What happens when the Pelican is airlocked out of one of the original 2 space maps? What happens when the Pelican gets drowned in the river in the basement? What happens when all these scenarios, we want to make sure that they've been tested, make sure that you get the desired outcome that you expect. And so,
Chris,
yeah.
See, chat is going nuts. Everybody's like, "R.I.P. Falcon." What about the Falcon?
What about the Falcon?
What about
the Falcon?
I think we should just do it, right? We should also just put the Falcon on every map.
Fine, we'll add Falcon to every map. Falcon will be available on every map. Hopefully that resolves the problem. But if the Pelican needs to be the last bird standing, or one of the final 3 last bird standing, and then the Falcon wants to be the last bird standing, don't those kind of conflict with each other?
Yeah, I mean, we can't actually put them on together, right?
So I guess, let's say this: if there's a Falcon, you can't have a Pelican, and then if you have a Pelican, you can have a Falcon or a Vulture.
Yeah, I think this will solve all of the problems. So the way draft will work is you'll have all the options for neutrals to come up. So if someone selects a Vulture, then that bans the Pelican. It will no longer show up in the rest of draft. Falcon will be available. If somebody selects the Pelican, it'll take the others out. So this will alleviate any conflicts, and it'll just make it the best it could be for everyone. The way it'll work in Classic as well is if you check off the Falcon, it'll uncheck the Pelican, and if you check the Pelican, it'll uncheck the Falcon and the Vulture. So,
all right. And there is the first comment. It's like, okay, so Falcon, Pelican, nice. What about lovers? What about?
Yeah, I see it right now. K-Drawl says lovers on draft also solves problems.
So let's talk about pair rolls for a second here. So the reason why Dodo Bird works in the dueling Dodo is because if you have one Dodo, the Dodo wants to be the last one standing. If you have 2 Dodos, you gotta eliminate the other one, so then the other one, the last Dodo standing, gets voted out. So that works. But what happens? So then everyone wants the lovers. So what if I select to be a lover? What if no one chooses me? What if everyone else wants to reject me? And like, do I force love on somebody? Do I just live my life as a lonely goose? Like, what happens if I was to choose a lover in this scenario?
Yep. So yes, we are adding lovers to draft. We are adding the the bodyguard, and the hitman duck to draft. So the way this will work is if someone selects a lover, say they select lover as option number 1. It'll go through, and then if no one also selects lover by the final pick, then the final player will be forced to be a lover. Same works with the Hitman Duck and the Bodyguard Goose. So the Hitman Duck will have to be drafted first, and then someone else in the row will have the option to pick the Bodyguard Goose. If no one picks it by the last option, they will be forced into that role. And to kind of keep things interesting and hide the identity of like these pairs, because adding them and knowing that they're in the game changes such a dynamic, as opposed to maybe they might be in the game. If you select one of the paired roles, it will show to you that you selected your paired role. So if you pick lover duck, it'll show you pick lover duck. Everyone else will see that you picked random.
Yeah. That sounding good? Everybody, that's what the peeps wanted?
That's what everybody wanted.
That's the peeps wanted? All right, so then you clarified that there's only one pair. So we can't have him and Bodyguard as well as lovers in a single round.
Yep.
All right, perfect. So when are all these updates going to happen? Again, as soon as they're ready. As soon as they're ready. So we're going to be starting off with Eagleton Springs. Then shortly after, we'll lead into the UI update part 2. And then I'm not quite sure where the draft classic update takes place, but as soon as that's ready too, that'll be squeezed into probably one of them or become its own update.
Yep, we are actively testing all of these things right now, so as soon as it's ready, it will be in your guys' hands.
Yep. So sometimes when things seem quiet, don't worry. There's plenty that we're up to, and there's so much more that's foreseen for the rest of the year. But we'll probably talk about those during the next devlog.